The phone rings, and it's the bank calling to remind you that you are overdue with a credit card payment. In reality, everything is under control. You just need to wait patiently for a few more days before you receive money owed to you. Then you'll be able to make the credit card payment. As you go to sleep that night, your mind can't peacefully rest because it's thinking about all the ways the future of yourself, your friends and family, and your career could be all jeopardized by your mistakes. None of the thoughts are based in true reality and are at this point nothing more than imaginary ramblings, but at this point they certainly can feel real. You awaken the next day still exhausted from the stress of mind you endured the night before. It turns out to be one of those bad days, and you find yourself needing to spend the next week apologizing to various people for your behavior on the bad day. This is the result of simple mismanagement of needs in the mind. In this case, we have somewhere along the way intelligently decided that being up to date with our credit card payments is an important need rather than an important logical preferred desire. From the moment of the phone call, the information perceived threatens an established need, and our chakra system will then tell the consciousness about the calamitous problem every moment until the threat is gone and the heartbeat is perceived as safe once again. This continuous stream of life energy dynamics, fear thoughts, will initiate and sustain a chemical fear response in the nervous system, which is very far from comfortable. There are 7 natural needs identified by the chakra system. All other needs are self-assigned by the mind. Once we think of an idea and label it as a need in our life, the chakra system will then use the energy of every heartbeat to subtly check the environment for potential threats to the need. As we grow, we can develop a list of hundreds of ideas which at one time have been identified and are still being quietly retained as a need by our mind. Ideally, we aim to have no self-assigned needs in our mind and instead create a list of logical desires. This simple relabeling exercise is a good way to begin managing your own fear responses. It's never a good idea to give a single thought the power to initiate such a fierce chemical peptide release. Management of the fear response requires great care and management of the thoughts, attitudes, and ideas we refine with our mind. The first step is to ensure our personal list of needs is not overloaded. It doesn't matter what idea we label as a need, positive or negative, it makes no difference. It does matter how we have instructed our biological self to deal with the idea whenever it arises in the future. Becoming fearless truly is about proving to your own mind that you have in fact mislabeled an idea in the past, and it is indeed now safe to remove this long-monitored threat. In the case of long-term needs and fears, this is most often achieved by confronting the idea and surviving. The main objective of brainwashing is to limit the information available to the mind at any time. By enlisting the strategies of emotional addiction and fear, and adding the essential ingredient of time, the age-old theories of simple brainwashing can envelop an entire world. When we get down to it, we're all victims of natural brainwashing to some extent. Life advice from across time offers to help us to self-manage both the fear response and emotional addiction. Following a path towards enlightenment and beyond truly is the only cure for the brainwashing that is evident everywhere in our world today. Choose to take control of your own management of mind and build your own path towards enlightenment. It can only cost your time.